So I think it's fair to assume at this point we are all familiar with our alpha male saviors, Fresh and Fit. And if you're familiar with those guys, well, you're probably familiar with Sneako as well, as all of these individuals exist in the red pill alpha male content space. Now, recently, many have speculated that Fresh, aka Walter, and Sneako don't like each other, and basically this boils down to the fact that Walter a while back made some comments about Sneako on the No Jumper podcast.
Yo, this new Sneako to me is the genius that I fell in love with, right?
Here's where I get mad, right?
Yeah.
Sneako was like,
hold on, because I know you're going to say a lot.
Yeah.
Sneako's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, of course.
We agree on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I know you
listen,
got more.
bro.
Yeah.
So.
Sneako is a very smart young man. But again, where's the money going? He's going. So this is my issue, right?
Yeah.
You can't have both. Either you're going to have a talk about them boys or have success and money. You can't have both. So
Yeah.
this is what I know Sneako wanted. You want success? You want to be as big as Kai, Aiden, all these people. So I said, Sneako, listen to me, bro. Don't be Myron. He's doing his thing. You are going to be cooked. You get on this path, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I know you love the edgy stuff. You make some money now, but in the long run, it's going to fuck you up. No, bro. I don't get nothing, bro. I'm going to do my thing. Da da da.
Preach.
Mind you, I was there in UK when he got the email from YouTube.
Oh man.
Oh, your channel's banned. He was shook for like a good 5 minutes. He was like this. I'm like, Sneako, listen, bro. You have a chance to bring this back and go in this direction. He doubled down. And listen, I wish him all the best. I think he's a great creator. The problem is that you can't have both.
So basically, Walter thinks Sneako is a grifter and he's copying Myron, which is very rich coming from Walter. Sneako would basically respond by claiming that him and Walter are nothing alike, as Walter is a liar who only talks about simping.
Yeah.
He had the world by the throat, say, you know what? Let's go over here. Let's go over here. He could take it anywhere.
Yeah.
The problem is he saw a trail, which I spoke about, this in person on our show, of money and different genres.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sneako, you're like a leaf in the wind. You're going here, here, everywhere. And no, bro, trust me, just stick to one.
The way he's saying I'm a leaf in the wind, the way I see it is like, I literally can't be the person to repeat the same talking points for 5 years straight. I can't do it. I would go insane. That's how he approaches it. He's like, this is a business. I'm going to say these things, talk about simping, and this is my thing. If I talked about simping 5 times a week for multiple years, I would lose my fucking mind.
And this is where, like, I do shit behind the scenes that people don't know.
Yeah.
Again, with the CIA agent, Mossad fresh, behind the scenes.
High up, YouTube, Rumble, all this shit, right? And I know what can happen if you move a certain way.
Yeah.
The problem is he doubled down on certain things, which is the Jew shit, all that shit.
No, what, bro, fresh. Stop lying about me publicly on other podcasts. That's not why I was banned on any platform.
Walter would go on to respond to this clip from Sneako with a tweet saying, I can play dirty. Me? Lie about you? For what? Keep playing with me. I got videos for days. Haram police. Get this N-word. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with Fresh here, this is typical textbook Walter behavior, okay? He's threatening to expose Sneako because I guess he's jealous of Sneako. Maybe he feels threatened by Sneako because Sneako's like taller than 5'9". I don't really know what his deal is, but what I do know is Sneako had a response to Walter's tweet here.
I can't ever be friends with Fresh again. I'll say that. So some people saying he wants to clear stuff. Academics call me and said he wants to squash it, but I decided that no, I can't really ever make amends with somebody who's saying, I got videos for days. This is like what an ex-girlfriend does when she's mad that you broke up with her. You got videos for days? So that means the whole time that we were friends hanging out, and what he means is like he has videos of me at the club and going out, maybe with girls. I don't know. But the whole time we were friends, he was thinking, oh, I have ammunition that I could one day use against him. So no matter what, I'm never going to be friends with Walter Weeks again. You know why it's feminine? Because he didn't say, like, if he's pissed, he's like, lie about me for what? Keep playing with me. Men who are like, keep playing with me, like, let's scrap. Let's fight. This is saying, I got videos. He's not saying, keep playing with me, catch these hands. He's like, keep playing with me. I have videos of you that could ruin your career.
Now, I'm no fan of Sneako, but he's 100% correct. Walter is this fraudulent, feminine alpha male who every time he was hanging out with Sneako, he had an alternative agenda and motive, okay? He was trying to record Sneako so one day he'd be able to threaten him with the footage. So that is some very feminine activity going on. And just like Sneako said at the end of this video, if Walter was a man, he would challenge Sneako to a fight.
a point to say I'm jealous of you? Bro, of what? No offense, Nico. My car's better than your car. My bases are better. And I'm not trying to be Muslim. So, just keeping it real, bro. You made your own grave, bro. This is all you're doing. I didn't do shit. I just said the truth. And if you're mad at it, bro, that's all on you. And at the end of the day, just keeping it real here, bro. I know what you need, bro. You need a rebrand because you fucked it up, nigga. Keeping it real. So, this is how we can handle this shit, bro. Boxing ring.
In the ring.
Aiden Ross event. We'll make it happen. And of course, this is me just keeping it real.
All right, real quick, I don't want to harp on this too long, but I hate when these alpha male influencers use these soundboards to try to prove their point. Like, Walter, I can use the Undertaker gong sound as well. In fact, I can make it sound a whole lot cooler than you to prove a point. Walter, you're a bitch. But back to Walter, because I have to admit, I'm very surprised that he grew this sack of nuts out of nowheres and issued this fight to Sneeko. Okay, I'm shocked. I mean, look at this guy. He's like this 5'5" sweaty manlet from Liberia that looks like he would have a heart attack if he tried to throw a punch. Sneeko would go on to respond to this issued challenge.
The great chances of being here with two accomplished boxers, Slim and Adam Saleh, right when it's time to throw. My prediction, niggas not fighting, bro. Niggas are backing out. Calling out, not fighting. But I'm going to train. I'm ready to go. April 11th, April 13th. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. But let's be real.
So it appeared that Sneeko versus Walter was locked in for Aiden Ross's brand risk boxing event until we actually started hearing rumors that apparently, according to Walter, the CEO of Rumble was convincing him to not fight Sneeko, and Sneeko actually touched on this.
You picked the wrong time. And I heard through the grapevine, trying to duck already. One day, and to calling me out publicly, trying to run away. You don't want to pick a fight with someone like me, man. You don't want to do it. Just admit. Don't try to say Chris from Rumble's not going to let you do it. Chris from Rumble will let you fight. All right, don't use excuses and try to talk about, don't do that. It's either you fight or you don't want to, you're scared. Just admit you're scared. Don't try to come up with some excuse. The CEO of Rumble, shut up. No one believes you. All right? Just back out if you don't want to do it. I'll find someone else because I'm ready to go.
And to further humiliate Walter, Sneeko would actually text the CEO of Rumble, Chris, and inquire him about Walter's statements, which Chris's reaction proves that Walter is ducking the fade.
Okay, we just got a message from Chris. So, the opponent is saying Chris from Rumble's not going to let him, but we just got a word from Chris from Rumble. He said, I'm fine with it.
No way.
You got to find a new excuse.
Wow.
You got to find a new excuse.
Wow.
So I think it's very clear this little 5'5", out of shape, bag of milk body having ass midget is terrified of Sneeko. Okay, he's terrified that Sneeko's gonna beat his ass. He's terrified that Sneeko's gonna humiliate him in public and turn him into some kind of viral clip. And Walter's response to these callouts was absolutely pathetic. He sounded so scared of Sneeko. Yes, gossip and lies behind the scenes messed up this fight. And again, Sneeko ran out for content and ruined a good deal. Not the first deal he fucked up, laughing emoji. But Walter wouldn't be laughing for long, as Aiden Ross would actually respond to this comment he made about the fight negotiations. And Aiden says, "We got you the money you asked for. We asked Chris, like the manager said, what's the word, bro? I called Eddie. He gave his blessing on the cash that you wanted. I got nothing against you, but everyone seems to want this fight except you. Let's lock it in for April 11th. Walter, do you have no shame, dude? You are so embarrassing. So in that tweet that you made, you said because of lies behind the scenes and Sneeko that the negotiations for the fight fell through. Now, if Aiden Ross is to be believed, they were compensating you well. They got the money you asked for. They talked to your manager. Everything looks well managed here except you. And I think it's very evident that your punk ass should have never challenged Sneeko because you've made this situation an entire spectacle now. And because you're not going to accept this fight, you've managed to ruin the last little bit of reputation you had left because everyone can see now you are scared of Sneeko. You are shook of Sneeko. Walter would go on to shade Sneeko and Aiden by tweeting, "We drop in receipts next show. Also, I don't need Aiden to box Sneeko. I know a lot of people with networking. Also, I said on the podcast many times, I'll be in the UK April 10th for some shows. So how can I be in two places at one time? Common sense, gang, taking over. But let's be real. If Walter really wanted to fight Sneeko, he doesn't have to use this excuse of April 10th, I'm in the UK and they want to make the fight April 11th. You would just reschedule the fight. But instead, Walter has all these excuses, and it is so clear that he does not want to fight Sneeko. Which I find weird because, one, Walter is supposed to be an alpha male. Doesn't he know that alpha males never back down from a fight? And, well, two, it's not like Sneeko is some trained fighter. You know, I thought Sneeko's pad work was decent, and we seen him get beat up by Sean Strickland, but Sneeko is no professional killer. Walter, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be embarrassed. At best, this was a 50-50 fight, Walter. You could have went in there, fought Sneeko, and even if you lost, you know what you could have said? Well, you know, I always say I'm an alpha male, and I went in there, and even though I lost, I did something that only a man... But you couldn't even do that. You sabotage yourself so much out of fear, and you don't even know it. And the craziest aspect of Walter denying this fight is the fact that he's the one that issued the challenge.
This is how we can handle this shit, bro. Boxing ring.
In the ring.
Aiden Ross event. We'll make it happen.
So it's become very evident to me through Walter's behavior that this fight with Sneeko is not going to happen, which is crazy because Walter was the one talking all this shit. And as for Sneeko, I'd love to insert something negative here, but all I can say about Sneeko is he predicted the future, okay? He was 100% right when he said that this fight wouldn't happen.
My prediction, nigga's not fighting, bro.
So, between impregnating random whores, living off of Myron, and ducking the fade with Sneeko, I have to say, Walter, you are having a massive downfall, okay? This is a crazy decline, and Myron, if you're smart, you will kick this motherfucker to the curb and never look back. But what do you guys make out of this entire beef between Walter and Sneeko? Do you think the fight will end up taking place? Personally, I don't, but let me know what you make out of this entire situation in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification. Click a video on the screen and I will tag team with Jeff Hardy to take on Fresh and Fit and get them the fuck out of here. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and play my music.
You know why I think that's bullshit?
Why?
I know you very well, Sneeko. I knew you for quite a while. You go from genre to genre based on how it can benefit you in the moment, right?
What did you say?
You go from genre to genre, which is like I want to say, not genre, but like different types of like content based on your current situation. For example, you did the stuff about being free-spirited, where you can be creative and give your opinions on topics.
And I still do. I just made a documentary
And then
about
you went from that to Red Pill.
And I'm still here
And-
on a Red Pill podcast right now.
No, but you just talked shit about us the other day. And then
I didn't talk shit about you.
No, the Red Pill itself.
Yeah, I've been talking shit about the vasectomy thing for over a year.
Yeah, but you were in the same group. Anyhow,
I'm still here. I'm still on your podcast right now.
No, but there's no girls here. The point is, you go from topic to topic. I'm just saying, if you were still on YouTube, I guarantee you say the whole thoughts thing, the OnlyFans thing, that may be a component, but that would not be the only thing that you do on YouTube.
What we do here is go back.